Hey guys, today we're gonna do a quick review on telling time. Basic terms, ¿qué hora es? What does that mean? What time is it? Literally, it means what is the hour. Hora means hour. Es la una, it's one. Literally, we're referring to the hour as being one. Son las dos, it's two. Literally, we're referring that the hours are two. Why does it matter? It matters because we're using the verb ser, which means to be. Es is the singular form of ser. Son is plural. Now, we're going to learn more about this as the semester progresses, but for now, in order to understand how to tell time, you have to remember that es is singular, son is plural, and that ties into hora versus horas. So, es la una, we have a singular subject and a singular verb. Son las dos, plural subject, horas, and plural verb, son. More basic terms, en punto. What does that mean? O'clock or on the dot. Literally, it means on point. A punto is a point. Cuarto, what does that mean? It means a quarter or 1/4. Now pay careful attention to the spelling because the number 4 is cuatro, which is T-R-O, but a quarter is cuarto, R-T-O. Media means 1/2. And note, we're using media because hora is feminine. So media has to match hora and be feminine. Y is the word for and. Menos means minus. So the sentence es la 1:30, what does that mean? Literally, it's 1:30, or more normally we'd say in English, it's 1:30. Son las 2:45. What is that going to mean? It's 2 minus 1/4, or more naturally in English, we'd say it's 1/4 to 2. More basic terms, de la mañana. What does that mean? It means a.m., literally in the morning. De la tarde, p.m., or in the afternoon. And remember, the line between afternoon and evening is a fuzzy one. Most people consider the afternoon to be the time before dinner. And since most people in Spain and many people in Latin America eat pretty late, the afternoon can continue until 7 or even 8 at night, or what we Americans would consider the night. De la noche is also p.m., but here it's going to translate to in the night or the evening. And notice we're using de. De is a preposition, and literally it means of the morning, but when we translate it into English, it's in the morning. Mediodía, what does that mean? It means noon. Literally, it means the middle of the day or midday. And I've highlighted the O because the word dia is masculine. So we have to say mediodía, mediodía. Medianoche, what does that mean? Midnight. And again, I've highlighted the A to point out that noche is feminine, so we have to use media to match noche. Medianoche is midnight. Now it's your time to practice. The first one, what is that going to mean? What part of the hour is that? En punto. Now the next clock with the red in it, y cuarto, and a quarter. That's the preferred, the more correct way of telling time. What could we also use? Y quince. I'm going to leave that there because remember, even if you're not perfect, if you're telling time and you say y quince and 15, you'll still be understood. The next one is y media and a half. What could we also use? Y treinta, and again, while not preferred, you'll still be understood. Now continue on to the next clock. Here you're going to use what? Menos cuarto is the preferred, the correct way to use it. But if you use something else, you'd still be understood. You could say menos quince. You could also say y 45. Of course, the highlighted terms are the preferred terms and what I want you to use in class and especially on your tests. Let's continue to practice together. The first clock, what time is that? If you said 9 o'clock, you'd be correct. And in Spanish, how would we translate that? Son las 9 en punto. What about the next clock? In English, what time would it be? Let's say 10 a.m. How would we translate that? Son las 10 de la mañana. The third clock in English, let's say 11 p.m. How would you say that in Spanish? Son las 11 de la noche. The last clock, let's say it's 12 o'clock. How would we say that? Son las 12 en punto. It could also be noon. How are you going to say that? Es mediodía. Now note, I put L in parentheses because you don't need it, but you'll be understood if you say it. That same clock could also be midnight. How would you say that? Correct. Es medianoche. I'm going to be sending you the PowerPoint, and the PowerPoint itself has a lot more practice, but I just want to make a couple more points before we close. For questions and answers, it's important that you pay attention to the exact question. If the question is ¿qué hora es?, which means what time is it, your answer is going to be es la, if the number is una, or any time that includes una, like es la 1:30 for it's 1:30. The rest of the times from 2 to 12 are going to be son las. Now, if your question is ¿a qué hora es? For example, ¿a qué hora es el concierto? What time is the concert? Your answer is going to be different. It's going to include that highlighted "a," which means at. So your answer is either going to be es a la 1:15, it's at 1:15, or you're going to say es a las, if the number is 2 through 12. So es a las 12:15, it's at 12:15. Now note, in both cases, whether the time is 1 or 12, the verb is still singular because you're asking about, in our example, the concert. One concert is at 1:30 or is at 12:15. So for example, if our question was, ¿A qué hora es la clase de español 101? You would answer, what time is Spanish 101? Es a las 8:30 de la mañana. It's at 8:30 a.m. or 8:30 in the morning. ¿Qué hora es? Now this is asking you what time is it right now, and your answer is not going to include ah. You're just going to answer whatever time it is. So right now for me, it's 6:55 p.m. So I would say son las 7:05. Now there's going to be more work for you on the PowerPoint, but I do thank you for listening. See you in class.